There are two hypothetical questions, two moral thought experiments that everyone out there can use every time you are confronted with a rabid pro-lifer. Here's question number one. You, rabid pro-lifer, are walking down the street and you see a burning building and you hear cries for help from a child coming from inside. You see two rooms and on the left is the child. The child is begging you to help them, begging you to rescue them from this burning building. This happens to be a fertility clinic, and in the other room you see a canister on the counter with 10,000 frozen embryos. You cannot save both. So which do you pick? Do you pick one living child or 10,000 frozen embryos that could eventually, under the right circumstances, become children?
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to point out is that this is completely disanalogous to pregnancy. First and foremost, I'm not responsible for either of these two groups of people because I didn't cause them to be in this dependent state. Much unlike the pregnant woman who, through her conscious and consensual action in engaging in intercourse, did cause this human to be dependent upon her. So seeing as how I didn't cause them to be in this dependent state, sure, I can choose to save one of these two groups of people. But the only thing this is going to show is just my subjective standard of value. It doesn't matter whether I'll save the 10,000 fetuses or the screaming child. It doesn't take away from the rights that both of these individuals have. And I need more context anyway. Are any of the fetuses or the embryos mine? Because if they are, I'm saving them. That's why your scenario is disanalogous. You're missing the causation piece.
I guarantee all of you will stump every pro-lifer and just drive them into a rage with this question. They cannot answer it because embryos aren't alive. They're not children.
Embryos aren't alive? This is the National Institute of Health, which is the largest biomedical research facility on the face of the planet, and all of their articles are peer-reviewed. As you can see, the life cycle of mammals begins when a sperm enters an egg. Here's another peer-reviewed article for you. The fusion of sperm and egg membranes initiates the life of a sexually reproducing organism. Wait, another peer-reviewed article. The oviduct or fallopian tube is the anatomical region where every new life begins in mammalian species. This all just kind of becomes redundant after a while. It's like so many people failed 8th grade biology.